Hello, so you pretty much finished the whole drifting series. Today I'm just going to go over any kind of loose ends I left in any other video, and I'm just also going to go over some slight variations in the song. So in the first video we looked at tuning. Something I should have 100% said about the tuning is if you own an electronic tuner, just use that if you don't feel comfortable just tuning by ear. I think it is a good technique to learn to tune by ear. Even if you use your tuner first, just as a bit of a reference, make sure you're not going too long. So, say this is just, this is in standard tuning pretty much, or more or less. But look, if you just look at this, so if we're going to drop this to a D, how much, we turn that about, what, like 90 degrees? So we're turning that just over 90 degrees, and I would imagine it is very similar on your guitar. So some people think when you're tuning by ear, I'm not pitch perfect by the way, just pitch relative, or I try to be at least. When you're tuning by ear, man, you can just memorize things, just be muscle memory, oh I know it looks like that, but when it's in standard it looks like that. So you can sort of remember what they look a bit like. I just, you know what I mean? Just then, by accident, pretty much there. I know if I have to tune this B down to an A, I can just turn that, it'll be, I don't know, just under 180 degrees, I would imagine. And it pretty much was. To tune a top string down to a tone, I reckon it'll be about, I don't know, 270 degrees. So you can just use that as a rough guideline if you're really struggling. You're in standard tuning, you want to go 90 degrees or just over 90 degrees down, or you want to go just under 180 down and just maybe around 270, and it'll be relatively near, and then you should just be able to smash it out just by ear. But like I said, use a tuner for reference. Okay, so we're going to go over the little variations in the song. So there's this is always kind of the last time you play it. So the structure of the song's like intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, outro, which is the same as the intro pretty much. The last time you play the chorus, you're doing this. So you go. So the first time you play it, you go. But the second time we're doing it, instead of going, we're going. So there's just a little variation there. So we're going 12th fret on the second string, sliding down to 9th fret on the second string. So, okay. That's one variation. Doesn't matter if you just played it the same as before, the same as you were playing it the whole way through the song, because it's just jazzes it up a bit, makes it a bit more interesting. There's another one. Where's the other one? Ah, yeah. The other one is at the end of the. So the other one's the very end of the chorus, it's the last bar leading into the verse, so. That's what we would normally play, but the last time he plays it, he plays. I got a bit cocky and detuned my guitar during the video, so that's why it's a little bit out, but. So the way he plays it actually is he does 3 slap harmonics, at a half, a third and a quarter, but I prefer doing it down this side because I don't like reaching all the way up there to get a harmonic, and because it's not above the sound hole it doesn't sound as loud either. I prefer doing it down here, but to get that slap harmonic you need to practice a bit, so. So that's one more variation, then he goes back into the verse. And then the last variation, the third and final variation, is the last thing you'll play in the entire song. So we've got the whole, so in the outro we're going, and then the last time he plays it he goes, so all he does is slam down on 2nd fret, bottom 3 strings, to give it a nice final kind of E finish. Let's just talk about the key of the song. So I think personally the song's in E Dorian, but Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. So shoot us a message in the comment section if you think it's not, but it's like. And that, to me, 100% feels like home. Like feels like the tonic chord or whatever. It just feels like that's where the song's based around. So E Dorian, I'm going to go with, which is a great little mode. Or like E minor, I suppose you could argue, but it's sort of centered around D major, but centered around the D major scale using E as the bass. So I think it's in E Dorian. Pop us a comment if you don't agree. Give us a like if you do agree. If you've enjoyed the whole tutorial list, you know, give us a like, share it around, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Something I'm going to try and do, just because I think this, every time you know, when I was younger and I wasn't very good at like learning things just with my ear or learning things with reading music, like something I would always want to do, because I used to just learn guitar just off tutorials online. Like I have had a couple months of lessons in my life, I'm not going to lie, so I'm not entirely self-taught, but I reckon 10 years is self-taught, but a lot of that was like internet taught off YouTube. And something that I wish that guitarists would always do is just play the song that they were trying to teach you at like 70%, 75% tempo. Just like that would help me, so that would have helped me so much. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know what beats per minute it's at, but I'm going to play it at about, I don't know, 70, 75 beats per minute, which I actually think will be a lot harder than just playing it at full speed. But one thing I would definitely recommend every guitarist who wants to improve, you know, the level of guitar, get yourself a metronome and practice every song you want to play well, practice slowly, because honestly that's, I would say, more hard than practicing it quick, depending on obviously what the song is. But you know, like, and it really teaches you a lot. It's like, if you want to be a good cyclist, get yourself a power meter. I don't know, if you want to floss, do it in front of a mirror. Do you know what I mean? If you want to get good at guitar, get yourself a metronome and practice with the metronome. And that will, your level of guitar will go from here to here, like over a couple of weeks of practicing. A lot of people just want a quick fix. They, you know, they'll go out and they'll buy a good guitar and they'll think, oh, I'm good at guitar. They'll want to be good at cycling, so they'll go out and they'll buy a really good bike. But you need to put the hours in. That's as simple as it. So just practice with the metronome. It'll keep you in time, give you a much greater knowledge of music theory. Another massive Max Bean tip, number 101, is start drumming. Like, just, you don't even have to go out and get a drum kit. Just start drumming on your lap with your pencils, whatever. I used to drum. Ask my mum. I drum all the time, just sat, and I'm not very good at drums, but I just do that kind of stuff, and it just really does improve like your sort of knowledge of like percussion and all that kind of stuff, which really does transfer very well to those skills come over to like this style of guitar so well. So please get tapping, annoy your parents, annoy your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Just tap all the time, like, and get yourself a metronome and practice. Like, you're not going to get good overnight. You have to practice. It's better to do 5 minutes a day than it is to do 1 hour a week in one session, I think. So just every day, 5 minutes is nothing, absolutely nothing out of your day. So just think about it. Put the hours in. Subscribe to my channel. Give us a like. I'm going to go over Ryling after I've done this. So I want to try and start Ryling before I go to China. But obviously Christmas is coming up and I have got a lot of shifts because it's quite busy behind the bar right now. So I've not got loads of time on my hands, but I really do want to go over Ryling, especially the tuning, because I've got a really easy way to tune it if you don't have a guitar tuner. So I think that'd be good to go over. So stick around for that. You know, please do like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff, because it really just does help the channel get off to a better start. I don't really understand YouTube fully at all. I try to upload videos that have failed, so the amount of times I've redone a video, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, that is life. So yeah, get yourself a guitar, come eat some oranges, grow your hair long, move to Australia, and I will catch you on the flip side. Goodbye.